Nonprofit leaders, we need to talk. Your website feels like a glorified brochure. You're not just leaving impact on the table, you're leaving money. And today, I'm going to show you why your website is either attracting or repelling donors and how to fix it. Because at the end of the day, if your website don't move hearts, it won't move wallets. So let's get into it. The hard truth. Your website is your first fundraising conversation, whether you're there to guide it or not. Today's donors are smart. They're not here just to give you just because you have a cause. They want to know if they can trust you. They want to feel something, right? They want proof. And if your website feels outdated, cluttered, confusing, or let's just be real, it's boring, then you already lost their trust before they even started. Now, this isn't just about looking good. It's about positioning your organization as a trusted, credible source that you actually are. Because perception is reality. If you look underfunded, underorganized, or overwhelmed online, what makes you think a donor is going to trust that you can even manage a $5,000 donation? This is about survival and growth. So let's talk about the biggest mistakes I see nonprofits make over and over again. All right, so number one, there's no clear story. If I land on your website and I can't tell who you help, how you help, and why it matters in like 5 seconds, you've already lost me. And it's not even just for me. Most of your users or even potential donors or potential volunteers feel exactly the same way. So you got to make sure that your story is clear from the get-go, which brings me into number two, no emotional connection. Donors don't give to facts and figures. They give to feelings. Is your website telling a story or just dumping metrics and reports? Make sure that if you're going to be speaking on your cause and want to make an impact, people want to know a real situation, a story behind it. For example, if you're here to, help stray dogs off the street, instead of just giving the metrics of how many stray dogs there actually are, just give one story of one stray dog that you actually helped and give it a name, right? Give details of how it happened and details of the transformation that you was able to achieve with your nonprofit services. These are things that people want to know to actually connect with. And number three, no call to action. You need to tell people what to do next. Donate, volunteer, subscribe. If you don't guide them, they'll just click away. So you have to make sure that you're actually informing your users on what you want them to do next. All right, so let's flip the script for a second. Here's how your nonprofit's website can actually get more fun. The first thing that you want to do is lead with a compelling story. Start with why. As you all know, you've heard this, nonprofit is no different than any other business. People want to know your why. Why are you doing this in the first place? Right? Like, what's the story behind that? It's the urgent problem you're solving. Who are the real people impacted by this? You really want to show people the story before you show them the stats. The second thing you want to do is you want to build instant credibility. All right, so this is something you don't want to undermine at all. It's an easy way that you can, and you want to use real numbers. And you got to be smart about it, but you also got to be sparingly. Let me explain. Things such as showing partnerships, media mentions, testimony, visual trust signals make people feel safe, right? That's why when you go on certain websites, when you're going to go buy something, if you look in a URL bar, there's a lock up there in the screen showing you that this is a trusted site for your information is encrypted and people can't steal it. The same thing people want to know if like your mentions, credibility, what are other people that are trusted brands or sources saying about you? And if you do have those, definitely put that on your site to show people that you're a trusted source. If not, make sure you have testimonials. There's got to be somebody out there that you've helped that has a story to share that can vouch for you to say that you are who you say you are, right? It's part of building your brand. Third thing you want to do is you want to design for emotion, not information. And this is something that is a huge issue a lot of times because a lot of nonprofits tend to want to show you how much they know and how much they can help and how much they've done, how much you can do. But you got to understand at the end of the day, this isn't about you at the end of the day. The people that you're serving want to know how you can help them. Understand that. And so you have to serve two different audiences, those who are willing to support your cause, and then those who are going to benefit from your cause supporting them. And here's how you do. Use powerful photography. Videography as well is great, but my thing is always keep it simple. Use powerful photography. Use clear, bold headlines. Make your content scannable. Nowadays, attention spans are very short, and people want to get right to the point. And 9 out of 10, somebody's really just going to skim through and quickly scroll through your site. Especially that most people are using, their phones to actually be your site nowadays. So you don't want to overwhelm them with a bunch of information. People are not going to read that majority of the time. Let's be real. So you want to make sure that you have nice, bold headlines that are showing you and grabbing their attention of what they need to read so they can know what's important and what's not important, right? Just visual hierarchy. Like, this is the first thing I want you to know or do. Here's the second thing I want you to know or do. And here's the third thing I want you to know or do. Yeah, meet people where they are emotionally, not intellectually. Trust me, that is a game changer for sure. And 4, make giving stupid easy. I think that a great example of this is Amazon, right? Everybody goes to shop on Amazon. But one thing you might have not noticed in the process of Amazon is how easy Amazon makes it for you to buy something, right? There's not a bunch of information you got to fill out. There's not a bunch of clicks you got to do. At minimum, at best, there's no more than 3 clicks that you have to make on Amazon from seeing a product that you want and buying it. So since that's the standard, you want to do the same thing on your website. Make it very simple for people to do what you want them to do. If you want them to fill out a form, make there just one button to click on to get to the form. If you want them to donate, make it a very simple process for people to donate. My thing is, it shouldn't honestly be more than 3 clicks for them to finish whatever call to action that you have on your site for them to do. Just make it easy. Don't make them dig for it and hard to find. Make it very accessible. And last but not least, think mobile first. Now, I know I was mentioning that a little bit earlier, but let's dive into this a little bit. 80% of people will visit your site from their phones. 80%. And so this is why when you are having your website designed, that you always want to think about mobile first. Because people are 9 times or 8 times out of 10 going to view your website through their phones and not on their desktop. So that means, take consideration, slow loads, small fonts, small buttons, picture text. These are things that's going to make people leave. They're not going to read. They're not going to want to go through it because it's a hassle. It's too much. It feels a lot. It's overwhelming. It doesn't feel easy. It doesn't feel quick. It's just boring, and that's what makes people leave. That's why it's very important that you design your website with mobile first. Otherwise, you're leaving thousands on the table. And if you're thinking, well, that's a lot, but that's the cost of playing the game at a high level. Your mission deserves to be played at a high level. Listen, you're already doing the hard work, right? You're making the world a better place. And it's time for your website to amplify that, not hide it. If you're serious about attracting more donors, make it more fun, and finally building an impact that you know capable of, time to level up your digital home. So if you found this helpful, like this video, subscribe, and comment. All right, until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.